Okay, greetings everyone. We're going to start a meditation, so go ahead and take your seat right away. And I'm going to ask you to just drop right in. I want you to set your eyes or close them. From the ground up, build your pose. And as you do, let the breath help you build your pose. So you breathe deeply in and out. And as you are settling, kind of take in what you're noticing. Take in if you notice tightness or restriction of your breath. And if you notice that, like, don't necessarily judge it or try to fix it. Just, just go, that's interesting. I don't usually notice that. And then breathe. So sometimes where you notice the tightness is just in the throat or the depth of your breath. And it may be different than that. You may notice something in your feet or your thighs or your shoulders. And that's all right too. Just kind of notice it, take some breaths, shift a bit. Once you're done with the survey, just bring your attention to your hands. Let your breath move in and out. So my ask is for you to keep your structure, the asana of meditation, your seat planted, chest expansive. Breathe in and out at whatever rhythm you breathe. And draw your full attention to your hands. The surface of your hands, the palm, the back of your hand, your fingers, space between your hands. If your hands are touching something else, then notice the contact points. So you let your breath move. And as you focus on your hands, if you notice that you tend to get real specific about that focus and it makes your eyes squint together, your forehead kind of tense as you're trying so hard to feel your hands. I'm going to say relax those hearts, like right away, relax them. And just be in the sensation of it all, the sensation of your hands. And relax those muscles in your face that you don't need to have your attention on your hands. I'm going to give you some space without my voice. I'm going to ask you to not listen to any inner dialogue you may have either. And see if for just a few moments you can just breathe in and out with ease on your face and notice your hands. If your eyes are closed, I'll just let you know we're still here. There is something somewhat disconcerting about being on a camera. When the audio disappears and things are silent, sometimes it's hard to know you're still connected, but we're still connected. Take 5 more breaths right here. And open your eyes if they're closed. Bring your hands to your chest center and thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. We'll move into practice. So take your time, stretch a little bit, and then make your way into child's pose. So a few breaths maybe as you shift and change. The meditation right before practice for me is a way of presenting or bringing myself into where we are right now, kind of out of whatever story I've created in my head, out of thought process of what needs to happen, what should have happened, what did happen, into what's happening, right? And this is kind of the magic in the human condition. If you can present yourself and get out of that intellectual state, be right here. This is where real transformation occurs. This is where the real work is. Not in judging it, but in being in it. In your child's pose, notice the contact points. Open your eyes. I know that this close to the mat, you're liable just to see a blur of color. That's cool. Just see it. Add some ease to your jaw. Little tension in the low belly so that the air can expand more and more. Shifting the breath to Ujjayi. Ujjayi breath is a full diaphragm breath. But you're going to control the pace of it. You control the pace by changing how slowly you let the air go out. So in general, I want you to breathe in as deeply as you can, as fully as you can, nice and slow. And then really slowly, you're going to add some constriction in your throat to slow the breath out. Down dog. You'll keep the breath moving like this. Now, if you're like me, where you had your mouth and nose on your mat, there may be a little bit of a moisture spot. That's where you want to set your gaze right there now. So the head drops naturally. Crown of the head kind of reaches toward the earth as you use your hands and your feet, pressing into the mat. Press down, lift your arms up. Press down into your feet, all the quadrants of your feet. And draw energy up. Deepen your breath. So I'm going to ask you to find the right places for effort without like squeezing so much that you add tension where you don't need it. The magic of your life. Use what you need, take away tension where you don't need it. No wasted energy. Breath in. And breathe out. Walk your hands back. You'll come to ragdoll the back of your mat. So feet will go a little bit wider, maybe shoulder width. With each breath, you're going to tighten a little bit in the low belly and fold forward. Go a little deeper in your folds. I just made a basket with my arms. You can do it that way, right? I'm doing that to actually engage my upper back and shoulders a bit so that I can fold a little deeper. And then press into your feet. You're going to squeeze the front of your legs. And breath. So there's some ease in your upper body, ease in your face, but definitely some action. Action, feet, quadriceps, upper back. Nice, drop your hands, heel to the feet in. The action pose is what I call it. So not all the way together, just where it feels where you move from. Lengthen your spine. And fold. And I'm always pretty specific about this, rise up, because we all don't have thighs that allow our feet to touch, right? And some of us do. Breathe in, reach up, and then bring your hands to your heart and just pause. Our practice usually begins with ohms, and I tend not to ohm when we're recording just because a lot of us are practicing in our homes in a space where we're trying to really be a little quiet so people don't interrupt. And that's awesome. So I'm going to ask you to take some deep breaths, breathe in. And just open your mouth and sigh. And have a silent om. And then reach up. Fold forward. Lift and lengthen. That's an in breath. And then walk out to down dog. This is your out breath. Inhale together. And let's start to move. Step your feet to your hands, lengthen your spine. Fold. Rise. And fold down. Lift and lengthen. Low push up. Up dog. And down dog. The intention is to awaken into your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step forward. Lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Lengthen your spine. You're going to hold this length and step back to low push up. Up dog. Shoulders open. Yeah, down dog. Breath in. Breathe out. Step forward. Lengthen. Fold. Rise. And fold forward. Lift halfway. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. In. And breathe out. Step forward. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Now listen, bring your hands to your hips. Draw your shoulders onto your back. Press into your feet. And as if you're doing a deadlift, I want you to press down. I want you to lift up in one, your spine long and integrated. There you go. Good. Reach up. Fold forward. In the sun salutations, halfway lift, and really the practice as a whole, little push up. You want to lift up that way. Up dog and down dog. We're taking out the rolling up because we are working at a pace that we really need the back integrated. You're going to end up kind of adding pressure to the discs if you roll up every time as we move. Rolling up is great for a stretch, but not for the practice. Inhale. Exhale, step or jump forward. Lengthen and fold. Rise. 1 unit. There you go. Fold forward. So the integration happens right here. Press into the floor, halfway lift. Shoulders on your back. Press down into the feet. Quads and hamstrings are turned on. Glutes turned on. Low belly, Uddiyana Bandha is turned on. Low push-up. Exhale. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. The integration is really key to prevent injury and to warm the body. One more breath. Empty. Step forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Same integration here. Shoulders wrap on your back. Tailbone to crown is lifting. Brooke, bring your feet in a little bit. Sugar, they're too wide for your legs. There you go. One more breath. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Low push up. At this point, if you're ready, up dog, you can jump to those. And down dog. Right foot, warrior one. You step up, breathe into right, rise up. Pause for a second. Just integrating from the floor, right? So feet to pelvis, pelvis to core, and then reach up. Full inhale together. And take it down, low push up. Finding that movement with breath, up dog, down dog, left side, seamless. Breathe out. Big inhale, low push up. Up dog, down dog. In breath, out breath. Step or jump forward now. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Integrated chair from floor to core, and then from core to fingertips. Breath in. Fold forward. Lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Then down dog. Right foot warrior one. Let your body create heat as it integrates. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Beautiful chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Full breath. And empty. Step or jump forward. Breathe in to lengthen. Setting the stage for the integration. Fold. And then chair. Fold. Lengthen. Little caution. Keep your head in line with your spine. Chaturanga. Taking out that chin to chest. Up dog. And down dog. So really allowing some space. Right leg, warrior one. If you do all this with your chin tucked, low push up, it's going to hurt in your neck later. Up dog. You're adding tension where you don't need it. Down dog. Left foot. And low push up. Up dog. And down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step or jump forward. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Chair. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot, warrior one. And chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. I'm gonna let your body feel what it needs to feel through the next sun salutation. Just minimal cues. Set your drishti, your visual focus. Kriya Ujjayi breath. Remember your integration. Right, head and neck in line with spine. Take out over efforting, just move. So let the pose work on you instead of you work on the pose. Inhale. Exhale. Step or jump forward. Lengthen. Fold. Chair. Just breathe. Fold. Lengthen. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one. Breathe. Inhale. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. One more. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Lift your right leg straight behind you. It's a three-legged dog. Feel the weight in your left foot. Use your right foot integration from the thigh to keep the pelvis square. So what you don't want to see is the complete lean to the left and a setting into that hip. Bend your upper knee, open it up, hip over hip. Stay integrated from the floor to the pelvis. One more breath here. Come to the ball mound of your left foot and flip your dog, or stay if you wish. Let the practice work on you. Breathe. Find some freedom in your head and neck. If you're in the flip dog, yeah, you're gonna take your chin up, right? And back. There it is, one more breath. Flip it over to down dog and just pause in down dog. Reestablish your foundation and then open it up in side plank. Right arm goes down on the edge of your right foot. Left leg can be lifted. It can be, down, whatever you need to create strength, balance, and ease. Connect your breath. Inhale. Chaturanga. Head and neck neutral. Up dog. Down dog. Breath. Empty. Three-legged dog, left leg up. Just a few breaths here to establish the power and the integration. Like you can square your pelvis here. I want you to feel the energy as much as you can in your feet, your quads, your core, your upper back. Bend your knee, go hip over hip. First, you're just stretching. Your right foot can be flat. You're going to come to the ball mound of your foot. You're going to open a little bigger. And then if you like, you flip your dog. Breathe. Find some freedom in this pose. Your foundation, your feet and your right arm rooted so firmly that you can open your chest, open your throat, Nice, down dog. Left side, side plank. Integrate it from the floor, core, and then up. Ujjayi. Drishti is up. You're sealing your hand. One more breath. And take it down. Low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. Fully breathe in. Fully breathe out. Come to the mounds of your feet. You can keep them right where they are. It's kind of narrow hip width. Bend your knees. Breathe in. When you breathe out, you're going to empty, tighten the core, and jump forward. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Sit into a deep chair, big reach. Nice, and twist right. Stay right here in this twist. Your feet are hip width apart. You're going to bring your weight into your right foot. You're going to send your left one back for crescent lunge. Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it's going to engage the core differently. And then I'm going to have you untwist for a second, reach up, crescent lunge. See how you did with your structure. Reset what you need to reset, right? And then you're going to twist again. Twist right. Stay with your hands at your heart or open up. You can take your left arm down to a block. Inside or outside of your front foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look down. Open, warrior two. Nice deep in your front leg. Take a reverse here. Straighten your front leg if that's something that helps and feels good. And then come right back in. Extended side angle, right angle lunge. So right angle, right leg at a right angle. And I just noticed that when knee wants to come in, my adductors are overpowering. So I'm going to find my foot, get my knee over my ankle, and then I'm going to use the energy of my glutes to externally pull my right leg out. It's not really a rotation. It's actually a pull from your right glute. If you've been running or cycling or walking or hiking or sitting, it's going to take some effort. You press into your feet, you squeeze, hug into the center, the pelvis, and then you pull right hip under. Inhale, exhale. Take your left arm over your ear, big long reach. Inhale, exhale here. One more. Nice. And then you reach up, inhale, and take it down, chaturanga. Beautiful. Up dog. And down dog. The name of this sequence is vitality. All right, there's nothing that's going to allow you to feel life more than stimulating some heat in your muscles. Come up to the mounds of your feet again, bend your knees, inhale. You're going to exhale, look forward and jump. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Sit into chair again. And this time we're going to twist left. Press firmly in your feet. Do just this twist. So see if you can be right here without thinking about where you're going yet. We have plenty of time to think. Just be. Just feel the energy, do what you need to do to create length and power. Nice. Now, bring all your weight into your left foot. Lift your right foot up and you're going to step it back for crescent lunge with the heel right over the ball mound of the foot. And you're in this crescent lunge twist. Now you're going to come out of the twist, reach up. Assess how you did. How was it? I tend to go a little short, right? Without judgment, I'm just going to move it. And then I'm going to twist again. So what happens for me, if my stance is too short, is I cannot access a balanced pelvis at all. It stays high and lifted, and it kind of, my left pelvis stays higher than my right or something. One more breath here. Empty. Look down, open up, warrior two. You come in the form of the pose, and then let's reverse. Straighten the front leg. So you know I'm working with some athletes today, right? Those quads feel it. You come right into a right angle lunge. Some people like to feel that burn, and I think it's great to feel that burn. And also, you might be able to focus more on your structure if the burn gets relieved for a second. Now make sure your neck is integrated. So you can pull your ears back, look up, and then take your right arm over your ear and breathe. So your gaze is usually under your arm here, at your ceiling. Beautiful. Reach up, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Okay. You're going to do the same thing. So you're coming to the ball mounds of your feet. You're gonna bend your knees and breathe in and out. And when I tell you, you're actually going to spring forward and then go right into crow. So breathe in and breathe out. Go forward. And then you're gonna bring your feet together. Set your hands, knees up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and out. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. This time, take your feet wide on your mat. Let's go wider than hip width, maybe narrower than the width of the mat. Breathe in. Bend your knees. Breathe in and out. You're gonna spring up, feet come right behind your hands. Beautiful. Stay folded over, grab your big toes, lengthen your spine, and fold. Take a couple breaths, and then if you want to deepen it by going into gorilla, you just go right ahead. Step on your hands, drop your head. Beautiful. And release. Heel toe the feet into your athletic stance where you move from lengthening your spine. Fold. Remember, integrate your shoulders on your back, rise. Gaze is set forward. Tap into full Ujjayi breath with a set gaze. Right arm under eagle. Extended mountain. Left arm under eagle. This sequence teaches us to find calm, no matter what, whether the world around us is calm or stormy, but to find calm. Nobody performs well, hyped up and stressed out. Inhale, mountain. Right arm under. Inhale, mountain. Left arm under. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hands down. Feel both feet on the earth, set your gaze. Right leg comes up, either bent or extended. Take your left arm to the ceiling. Right arm out, left arm out. Right leg out, left arm out, sorry. The arm goes too, huh? You can look over your left shoulder. Bring your gaze and your leg back to center. Both arms reach up. Send it back, airplane. Shoulders are up on your back. Chest comes even with your pelvis. If you're wobbly like I am, usually it just means you've taken the weight out of the proper area in your foot. So you have to find it again. Big toe mound, little toe mound, center of your heel, hands to chest. You're just gonna pause, set your gaze, breathe. And then move your way into half moon. Take your time, maybe 2 or 3 breaths to get in. Integrating, right? So I think feet and hands integrate into the floor first, drawing the left pelvis under the right, and then opening. If I'm stable, I'll try to go into sugar cane. It'll mess with my balance a bit, so I have to work with it, just like you can. Right? It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, there's no learning imperfect. And then right foot down. And the learning happens in imperfect. Rise up. Hands to your sides. The learning actually happens from failure. Left leg up, foot or knee, right arm to the sky. Gaze set, Ujjayi. Out. Look right if you can. Center gaze, arm, leg, and take it back, airplane. The transformation is in the work, not the product. Hands to chest. And then down, half moon. When you transform, when your attention is in the process, the product will naturally be the best it can be. I know many of us have been goal-oriented our whole lives, right? And I'm not telling you not to have goals. Just telling you to remember the process. Remember that the learning happens when you test your edge, when you fail a little bit and figure out how to make it different, better, and then left foot down. If you have a strap, grab it and come on up. I think the process becomes really evident, right side dancer, in the equanimity sequence, in the balancing poses, right? There's so much going on. You're requiring the physical body to balance strength and ease. You're requiring your eyes to maintain focus when sometimes it's the biggest challenge right there. And then you're asking your brain to quit judging you or anyone else. Switch sides. The pose is your pose. The expansion is yours. My goal is to keep you safe. And to lead you to find your own power. Right side again. We'll hold it a little longer this time, giving you an opportunity to create something different, something new. Right? Set it up exactly the same way and breathe. And what I'm going to ask you to do, stay 2 breaths beyond where you want to stop. Right? So create and breathe. And we all have that spot where we feel the urge to come out. Stay. 3, 2, Last one. Nice. Gently, with focus, switch. Start with stability from the floor. And then move into it. There's a little bit of a tendency not to hold the second side as long already. So often we fatigue here quickly. Stay. If you need to soften and come out, re-engage and go in, that's fine. Three, stay, come back. Three, two, last one. Nicely done. Let it go. Hands by your side. Tree pose, right leg comes up. Create some resistance between your right foot and your left thigh. Make sure the left foot is well planted, pushing into through the earth. Hands to chest, and do this in a way that integrates. You could just draw your shoulders together, right? And hands at your chest. Now I'm gonna ask you, press your palms together. Pull your upper arms back and breathe. From here, if you wish to extend your arms, do it, but keep the shoulders integrated onto your back. And yes, you have to activate some muscles to do that. You have to break some old patterns. And release, hands by your side, mountain. Left foot up. I have to take a glance at my right foot, whatever imbalance I have in my hip. My right foot always turns out just a little bit when I think it's on neutral. So I have to look down and square it. If I actually don't look, because the awareness is weak there because of the injuries, I tend to turn it in too far. So I got to really be on that for a second. So after my drishti has seen my foot, I reset it in front of me. From integrated shoulders, if you wish, you can extend. And if you are extending, like grow. Press into your foot, lift, grow. Make your spine longer. One more breath. And foot to the earth. Somebody asked me how tall I was. I said I'm 5'10" if I do yoga. Breathe in, reach up. If I don't, I'm like 5'8 3/4, fold forward. So I get over an inch from practicing. Lengthen your spine. And low push-up. You can jump. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, right away. And warrior two. And I don't know if it's that, I don't know if younger people grow quite as much or if it's just as we age, it keeps stacking down, but I definitely am taller if I do yoga. And it makes sense, right? We physically separate our vertebra, right? Okay, triangle. And physically separate your vertebra. You're gonna press into both feet. Pelvis is rooted down. So think about pelvis to feet down. And then tailbone goes back and the spine gets long. How does it get long? By pressing into your feet, by taking the tailbone away from the crown. By using your hands even, you press down into the right hand, lift out of the left. Right, length. Think about the length in your spine, like see it, physically see in your mind's eye. Vertebral, the vertebral space is separating, opening, lengthening. And what's between the vertebra? The discs. So you use the muscles to separate the vertebra, you take disc pain away. Okay, come up. Same thing, you're gonna turn your toes in, tailbone down, crown and chest up, and then fold forward, wide-legged straddle. Yogi's choice for your hands. You can take them between your feet, press the floor down and forward. You can go out to your own feet. You can do an arm bind. Deep breathing. Beautiful. Press down, shoulders integrated, rise up. Take your hands behind you. It's a reverse prayer. So you pull your shoulders back, and I do one at a time because of wrist mobility issues. You take your hands to prayer, reach them as high up your back as you can go, pull both shoulders back. Then turn your feet. It's namaste, forward fold. Your feet are at pyramid. And go down. Kind of pause at that halfway point, kind of resituate your pelvis, and then fold over the front leg if you can. Empty your air. Drop your hands. Left hand to the block. Root into the block. I go inside my foot. You can go outside if that's your mobility. Maybe reposition your feet. I'm a little too close, and open up. And just keep opening. Press into both feet. Take the tailbone back. Keep working with what you have. One more breath. That's beautiful. Take both hands down. Step back into high push-up. Breathe in. Low. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Warrior two. A few breaths here. Establish your feet. Maximize distance front to back. Start the lengthening process here. Lift the front of the belly, tailbone goes down. Spine lifts and lengthens. Shoulders onto the back, lengthen the upper spine. Crown of the head neutral. Triangle. You have the tools. Create the grounding, and then the opening. You can walk your intention and attention through your body parts to get the most from your pose without perseverating, over efforting, over focusing. Just kind of be bit by bit. Soften the front knee, come up. Turn your back toes toward the front. Step it up, do the reverse namaste, hands behind. And the integration of the shoulders is key here. It's really disintegrates you if you let your shoulders roll forward, right? So you want to really pull them back. And if you can press your palms together, if you've got the mobility, do it. Fold over your front leg. Keep lifting shoulders to the sky, even as you're folding over your leg. Drop your hands, half lift. Twisting triangle, right arm down. Keep integrating floor to core to ceiling, really, right? Press down and then expand up. Keep working, tailbone back. Right shoulder back. Left shoulder back. One more breath. Beautiful. Hands down. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale into high plank. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 4. Nice. You're going to lay one ear on the floor. And breathe. Let your legs relax. Let your arms relax. Bring your chin to neutral. Turn your toes under. Set your legs right out of the pelvis. Set your feet the same way. They're flexed. Lift up your upper back, upper spine. Hands can stay on the floor. They can reach like wings, interlace. Once you get the upper body set, lift your legs. One more. Drop it. Opposite ear. Full release. Reintegrate from the floor up. Locust. Take one leg and bend it in, half floor bow, half locust. Switch it. Working to keep the pelvis square with this. And release down. Bend both knees, catch both ankles, take a breath out, lift the front of the belly, and then inhale, go. One more. And release. Immediately, hands come to the low ribs, shoulders drop on your back, up dog. Breathe. One more. Down dog. Drop your knees. Rise up. You're going to come into camel pose. First, you integrate the shoulders on your back. And then open up. Hands can go to your hips or your thighs or your feet. Roots into the earth or your legs. Chest, throat wide open. And come up. Nice. Have a seat on your feet. Grab a drink. When I went to boot camp, Baron forgot to give us permission to drink in camel. It's because that's not supposed to happen. I just like to do it. I call it the Loriism of the practice. People get thirsty, no? Hydration is important. The two things that we can do to improve our health the most, breathe and hydrate. Camel number 2. So as your physician, breathe and hydrate. And let this one open more if you can. More opening. Deep Ujjayi. One more. Nice. Come up, go to down dog. Take a full breath in. You can come to the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale, jump to your hands, come to your seat. Navasana, boat. Good. Take your feet to the floor. You're still at this lean, right? So your core should be turned on pretty good. You're just going to gently roll to the mat, back your feet up, press down, go up, bridge. So took a little break and turned the core on again. In a neutral way. And then gently come down. So for the next back bends, the back bend is wheel. You may choose wheel, you may choose bridge, you may choose some combination of those. I'm just going to tell you when to go and when to come out. You get to choose the rest. And in fact, if it's your practice to hold longer, you can hold for the entire sequence, the bridge or the wheel, or bridge and wheel, right? Breathe in and breathe out. Go up, bridge. If you'd like, add your arms for wheel. Breathe in and breathe out. You can work your way down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press up. One more breath. Gently come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press up. Come down. Go up. Come down. Go up. Come down. All the way down. Feet together. Knees out. Butterfly. You can keep your eyes open or you can let your eyes gently close. Arms by your side or on your belly and heart. Happy baby. Knees together. Legs extend to the ceiling. Hands behind your head. Curl up. Breathe in and out. Lower your right leg to the floor and pulse. Keep pulsing. Switch it. Both legs are active. Toes are spread. Keep going. Nice. Both legs up. Take your hands underneath your low back. Lower your legs 1/3. Pause. 2/3. Pause. Take them to a hover. Chin to chest. Look up. Take them back up. Chin down. Lower 1/3. 2. Hover. Chin to chest. Look at your toes. Spread your toes. Flex. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Up. Take your hands and release them behind your head again. Bend your knees. And abdominal twist or bicycles. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Rock and roll up and back. Boat pose. Rock and roll up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breathing in down dog. Right leg half pigeon. Yeah, you be intentional when you set this up so that the opening will be allowed. If you need a prop, go ahead and grab it. The goal in this sequence and opening is just that, is opening, right? Not breaking, not creating more strain or stress, just opening. So here I envision the rotators in my hips, kind of slowly releasing, working on a little bit of opening through the muscles in my pelvis, so the glutes, piriformis, even the muscle in the low back, the quadratus lumborum, which kind of bridges the back to the pelvis. Like, let them go. You know, when stress in life gets heavy, oftentimes, especially in women, but in all humans, we tend to hold our tension in our pelvis and in our neck. This is your opportunity right now to release that tension. You've built enough heat that it's here for you. Just a few more breaths if you need to reposition or change it in any way. You can transition to the other side. You can go through down dog, or you can just flip around if you want. Give this side the same attention. Intentional setup. And breathe. Last few breaths. And then double pigeon. Opposite leg, double pigeon. Then move into frog with some urgency. We're not going to have as much time as usual. Just come on in. As soon as you get your setup, create your breath. Halfway. With compassion, come out. Meeting on our seat. Both legs forward. Bring your right foot into your left thigh. Take a second to square the pelvis. Get some length in your spine, and then fold over your left leg. Release any tension left. Switch sides. Both legs. Big reach. And fold. I tend to start this with some bent knees, and then I bring my chest down, and then my goal is to slowly, just one at a time, straighten my legs. The stretch in the hamstring becomes pretty intense. So sometimes if I'm going to stretch the hamstring like that, I have to come out of it a little bit and then back in until I get the release that's needed. I'm going to walk your hands behind you as you come up into reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Drop your head and neck back, press into both feet. Come down. Take your feet underneath you. Go into fish. Your feet, your hands underneath you, go into fish. And release. Shoulder stand or waterfall. Plow if you're in shoulder stand. If you're in waterfall, just stay. Your pressure pose. And slow roll out. One vertebra at a time. If you're up on your block, go ahead and come down. Knees into chest. Choose how you want to twist. You can just take your legs to the left, or you can go leg over leg or right knee in, whatever you wish, but twist. Legs will go to the right. Left, I'm sorry, legs left, look right. Messing you up. It doesn't matter, we're going to do both sides, so choose one. Come through center. Opposite side. Looking for the hips to stack left pelvis over right pelvis, and then opening up with your chest. And come to center on your mat, on your back. Close your eyes, soles of your feet together, knees out. Extend your legs. Shavasana. Drop in. You are just as you should be. Release any tension that still exists and rest. Take a deep breath where you are. And do it again. And bring your knees into your chest, roll to your side. Press up to your seat, hands at your chest. Thumbs to forehead. Namaste.